If you've ever had 5 useState calls in one component, all updating together, all capable of getting out of sync with each other, that's exactly the mess useReducer was built to clean up. But most tutorials show you useReducer without ever properly typing the actions, which means you lose the one thing TypeScript is best at: catching a wrong action before you ever run the app. In this video, I'll show you how to type useReducer the way senior devs do it, including a trick that makes it impossible to forget a case in your reducer. Last video, we built a generic useFetch hook. Today's a little different. We're not building a hook. We're fixing how most people type useReducer, which is one of the most commonly mistyped things in React and TypeScript. 1. Why useState breaks down. Motivate the problem with a realistic example. A shopping cart. Const items set items useState. Cart items set items. Const total set total. Const is checking out, set is checking out, set is checking out. Const discount code, set discount code, set is checking code dot discount code. Every place that adds an item has to remember to 1. Update items, 2. Recalculate total, 3. Maybe clear discount. Miss one step anywhere and state quietly drifts out of sync. 4. Separate pieces of state that all depend on each other. Every single place in your code that changes the cart has to remember to update all 4 correctly, and TypeScript can't help you if you forget one, because each useState is completely disconnected from the others. 2. The reducer pattern, untyped first. Show the plain JS version, so the payoff of typing lands harder. Function cart reducer state. Action. Switch action type. Return ... items items. Action .items. Remove item. Return ... items filter. Action.item. Default. Return state. All 4 pieces of state now live together, updated through one single dispatch function, but right now action is typed as any. Dispatch an action with a typoed type, or a missing field, and nothing stops you. 3. Typing actions with a discriminated union. The centerpiece, build it live, one action at a time. Step 1. Define each action shape separately. Interface cart state. Items, cart items. Discount code.string. Type cart action. Type add item, item cart item. Type remove item, id.string. Type clear cart ... This is the exact same discriminated union pattern from the cart component back in video 2, and the request state from video 6, just applied to actions this time. Each action variant carries only the fields that action actually needs. Clear cart needs nothing extra, so it gets nothing extra. 4. Why every action needs a type field. Every action in a typed reducer needs that type field, and it has to be a string literal. Not just string. That literal is the discriminant. It's the one field TypeScript checks to figure out which variant of the union it's looking at. Once you check action.type equals add item, TypeScript automatically knows action.item exists, and that action.id or action.code do not exist on this branch. Skip the literal type, and you lose that narrowing completely. 5. Typing the reducer function itself. Function cart reducer state, cart state action, cart state. Switch action type. Return state car items, state items. Case remove item. Return state items filter IDD equals action ID. Case apply discount. Return discount code action.code. Case clear cart. Return discount code null. Notice, inside each case, action is automatically narrowed. In add item, action.item exists and is fully typed as cart item. No casting needed. This is the exact same narrowing trick from video 6's discriminated union, just running inside a switch instead of an if. 6. The never trick, exhaustiveness checking. Step 1. A forgotten case fails silently. Add a new action variant to the union. Type cart action, add item, cart item. Type remove item, ID, string. Type apply discount, code string. Type clear cart, type set loading, is loading boolean, new. But forget to add a case for it in the reducer. Nothing warns you, it falls through silently at runtime. Step 2. Fix it. Add a default case that types as never. Function cart reducer, state, cart state, action, cart state. Switch action type, case add item, case remove item, case apply discount, case clear cart. Default. Const exhaustive check, never is action. Now set loading, case not handled. TS error at compile time. Never is TypeScript type for this should be impossible. If you've handled every single case above, whatever reaches default has no possible type left. It genuinely is never. But the moment you add a new action and forget its case, action still has one possible type left in default, and assigning that to never fails to compile. You get an error the second you add a new action, not when a user hits the missing case in production. 7. The never trick for exhaustive switches. Here's a trick that'll make your reductors bulletproof. Add a default case at the bottom of your switch that assigns action to a variable typed as never. If you've truly handled every case, TypeScript agrees there's nothing left. It compiles clean. But add a new action variant anywhere in your app and forget to handle it here, and this line refuses to compile until you do. It turns I forgot a case from a production bug into a compiler error you can't ignore. 8. Using it in a component. Function cart. Const state dispatch. useReducer cart reducer. Items, discount code null, and return button on click to dispatch. Type clear cart. Clear cart button. Because cart reducer is fully typed, useReducer infers both state and dispatch automatically. Dispatch will only accept a valid cart action. Try dispatching something malformed here, and TypeScript stops you before you even save the file. 9. Recap. So today, we replaced tangled useState calls with untyped reducer, built actions as a discriminated union, and used the never trick so a missing case fails to compile instead of failing in production. Next video, we're typing the context API, including the one mistake almost everyone makes with the default context value. If this helped, like, share, subscribe. See you in the next one.